Hey guys, just wanted to say this right before I started this video. I forgot to press the record button on the audio. So this is audio from the microphones. That's why it sounds so good right now. This is audio not from the microphones.
College. I hate when people say they go to college for the experience.
I know it does not.
You can get an
make sense.
experience out of some seminar in Boise or something like that.
See the difference? I mean, at least I have some audio, but I'm gonna make sure next time I press the record button for the microphones. All right, I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you.
Thank you, Jack, for being on the first podcast of Bryce's journey to success.
Of course.
Basically, I'm just gonna ask you what your goals are. Just introduce yourself. What's your goals?
So I'm 18. I'm Jack. When I'm older, I want to be a broker for stocks. So maybe run a trading house or something, but something to do with trading stocks because I've been doing that for the past 2 years now and just really enjoy it. I do it as a job and it's just a fun hobby kind of basically.
Yeah, definitely. So what's the journey to get to that?
Oh gosh. So I mean, it started basically as my dad just like telling me to download it and say, hey, could you put in like sell 300 shares of something? And I was super afraid because I didn't think he was dealing with like that kind of money basically. But I don't know. After a while, it just started looking at it as a number kind of. I know that sounds weird, but
No, yeah, definitely.
I mean, yeah, just not look at it as money. I know that sounds weird, but yeah, that was it basically. I just started doing little things for him, and he gave me a smaller account basically, and said, just do whatever you think's right for it basically, and I slowly grew it.
Definitely. So where are you at right now in that journey, you think?
Like, I mean,
you want to become that? What are the steps you need to?
Well, I have to get a bachelor's degree at LC, so I'm going there for accounting right now. I'm already, what's the word? Not going, but
You're attending? Or
I was accepted. Yeah,
yeah,
I was accepted and everything, and then so I have to get AAMS assistant asset manager basically, which is only a 3-month certification, and I found that out. I went and talked to one of the Edward Jones guys to see if I could like be an intern or something, and they don't do internships, they just do like people on call. And so one of the guys gave me his cards, and my dad was like, you realize this is only like a 3-month course basically that you have to do. And so probably, I think after college, I have to do that because you need your bachelor's to get it, I would think. But, so yeah, a little while till I can start managing other people's money, but it's just my own for
so
now.
are you wanting to open up your own brokerage, or?
I mean, not necessarily, but I mean, if the opportunity arose, like if I was out of options or something, then maybe I would, but.
Would you want to remain local or expand to like a bigger market?
I mean, bigger things are bigger places. So, I mean, if I really wanted to get serious about it, I would probably have to go to like Seattle or another bigger city, basically, where there's a lot more expertise in that stuff. But yeah.
Yeah, definitely. What do you think you get out of high school as it is right now?
Oh gosh, I mean, high school is your like groundwork for college. I mean, a lot of it is good, I think, but also a lot of it is not needed at all, and a lot of it doesn't help you once you're out of high school, basically. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know, like taxes, for instance. Like, taxes are not that hard to do. I was going to say, in financial algebra, I took that. Didn't you take that?
I was going to take financial algebra, but then the teacher was like, he said, no, you're too smart for that, but I was like, I wanted to take it, and then he actually ended up putting me in Algebra 2 or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, so I took that, but I mean, I actually kind of enjoyed it, because you learn a lot about taxes and stuff, and how much taxes you paid,
yeah.
And like, he has you do, like, I brought my W-2 in, and we did my taxes, like, in class as an example, and I got like $80 back. And I'd only worked like 30-something hours, I think, so
Yeah.
it's not that much. And it's not hard at all. You literally just go on TurboTax and then take a picture of it, and it basically does it, so.
Yeah, I wish there was more classes like that in high school.
That would actually use real-world
Mm-hmm.
things that are important, but a lot of it's just like useless math equations and stuff like that.
Yeah. Have you been like connecting yourself with people outside of high school and
What do you mean? Like
people that are in your field and trying to understand them and
I mean, I'm in a cult, trading fraternity. And so, I mean, Josh Answers, he live streams the market all day, 6 a.m. to 1. And so in there, if you can ask him questions about stocks and trading advice and everything, and there's all those people in there are sort of like me, basically. And it's a really good community to throw around, like trading ideas or what you're trading or what other people are trading. And yeah, also like Reddit, like Wall Street Bets on Reddit. That's more of like degenerate gambling and everything, but I mean, not really though.
yeah.
Like person to person, basically. I haven't really done that yet.
Yeah, what will you be attacking in stocks, like day trading, more long-term stuff?
I mean, what I'm focusing on now is just kind of the day-to-day. Because right now, I mean, the markets are 1,000 up, 2,000 down every single day. It's crazy. You can't.
Unpredictable.
Exactly.
No, you're good.
It's literally just like betting almost, because nobody knows what it's going to do unless you have an inside view, which I obviously don't. But
Yeah, definitely.
yeah.
Have you seen, like from the start of high school to where you are now, have you seen maybe friendships emerge or fold? Like, you had to basically like maybe fold a friendship to gain a good friendship?
I mean,
or have you remained with pretty close with people?
Yeah, I've been pretty close with all my friends all through. I've had the same friends since 6th grade basically.
Oh,
and
wow.
I'm still hanging out with them to this day too. But yeah,
That's
most of them are a lot of them are Lewiston people though, because I started playing hockey with a Lewiston kid. And then we became best friends in like 1st grade, and then I hung out with all of them, and so we've just all been friends since.
Nice.
But yeah.
Yeah, the main reason I was asking is like, I was wondering if you had any like toxic where you had to like let him go because you had to better yourself basically.
I mean, I did. I actually, kid. I was having like a pool party, and he jumped out of my pool and threw a torpedo up, and like down below our house there's solar panels, so it landed just right on a solar panel and just shattered the whole entire thing. And like he wasn't like apologetic or anything, and I was just like more pissed off basically.
Yeah.
But a lot of our friends' parents didn't like the kid, so I mean, yeah, I was basically it for me. He never came to my house again. My dad was livid.
Jeez, let's talk about what happened before we started this podcast.
Oh, God.
Jack was driving up here, and some guy, you want to explain it?
Yeah, so you have to merge to get into one lane, basically, and Bryce was in front of me, and this guy was trying to ease his way kind of in between me, but I didn't want him to. I would have had to like slam on my brakes, and so I just went ahead, and then we were like both on the road next to each other, and I just went in front of him because I was in front of him.
And you're in the right lane.
Yeah,
which is,
exactly.
Yeah.
Like he should have stopped. I shouldn't have to stop for him, basically.
Yeah.
But then he started riding me, like riding my ass super freaking close, and then am I allowed to cuss or like?
No,
does
yeah,
it matter?
go
Okay.
ahead.
And then just starts honking at me. I'm like, oh God, this guy's freaking out. And then we go to the next stoplight and pulls out, opens his door, drops his phone out on the ground, picks up his phone. But by that time, I saw the guy open his door because he was honking at me, and I was already like a little afraid. There was like 2 full-grown men in the car. But I left enough room, though, so I could pull away because I thought about that. But I didn't want to, like, be caught there because I don't know what I would have done. I would have just, like, rolled my windows up or something.
Lock your doors or something?
Yeah, exactly. But, yeah, he was pretty crazy, though.
I bet. Gosh.
Yeah.
So, you play tennis.
Yeah.
And season's canceled.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
And it's your senior season.
So, yeah, 4th year of tennis last year. I'm not going to college for it or anything. I'm not that good, but I mean, it's kind of disappointing, really, because I was looking forward to playing. I mean, it's a lot of fun, but I mean, for trading and everything, I have 24 days now, or 6 weeks? Yeah, 6 weeks off of school now to all day long day trade and basically focus on the market. So I think it'll be positive in the long term, but it obviously sucks right now because we didn't even get to play one match. Our match was Friday coming up, so that just sucks. But
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Let's say you're talking to somebody a few years younger than you, say a freshman. Do you have any advice if they want to pursue something that you're pursuing?
I would definitely say start early. Start reading. I know reading that it's so boring and everything, but like reading articles about earnings and somebody's thoughts on a stock are really positive to you, I think. Basically, it just adds to your outlook kind of and your knowledge base basically. I just think that's really vital too.
Definitely. Yeah, so you mostly just day trade?
Yeah, basically.
And with the market being so up and down, are you still going to pursue that right now?
Which, I mean, we're kind of scaling back like how much I play basically because it's just so uncertain right now. But I mean, not really.
Yeah.
But I mean, it just basically is day to day right now, so we'll see.
Have you looked into there's these IV bags that are made in like Panama or something like that. I can't remember where, somewhere south of America.
Yeah.
And that's where all the IV bags are made, and they just got wiped out by a hurricane last year. And so I was wondering if you knew anything about the that market because they do need a lot of IVs right now. And so I'm wondering how the like the market has handled that. And have you heard about any like
I mean, no, I don't really trade a lot of like pharmaceutical stuff because they're really crazy, kind of like drug companies basically. How good or bad news can make or break the whole stock. Kind of like Biogen basically, if they come out with a good decision or bad decision with the drug they're developing. But I mean, no, I haven't heard about that though. Like, I mean, they're in such big demand now with the virus going around and people saying hospitals are going to be packed in 3 weeks or something. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
I'm not sure what's going to happen with all this. I'm hoping it doesn't blow up like Germany or Italy.
Yeah, exactly. We don't want to go into a full lockdown. That would just... I don't think Trump would do it because he loves the economy so much and he loves the stock market.
Yeah.
And I just think it'd be sort of foolish, basically. And I mean, you have people like Nancy Pelosi saying that we're going to repay you all your wages. And there's just not enough money to repay all the wages, basically.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it just impacts so many people is the thing. Like, it started with our school getting canceled, and now, like, tender care and everything, I'm sure is just overflowing with new kids coming in and everything.
Exactly, yeah.
And so, yeah, it's just a big economic nightmare, kind of.
Yeah, I don't know how they're going to... How do you think they're going to rebound off of this?
I mean, probably a cure would really help the market right now.
Well, did you hear that that Trump offered? They're working on a cure in Germany. It's getting pretty, and Trump offered to pay them, and they said no.
Wow.
Because something happened where the news got a hold of it, and they said that Trump wants to buy it, and they basically it would only be for Americans. And then Trump came out and said, no, I just want to buy it. And and so, but yeah, a cure would be nice. I know just this morning Germany locked down all their borders and...
Yeah, I mean, Canada, you have them locking down theirs now. But, I mean, they're allowing, like grandfathered in people that are there for like temporary times, like in the U.S., that reside in the U.S.
Yeah.
And so they're letting them go. But... yeah, I mean, it's a huge deal. Like, I was supposed to go to Hawaii next week, and we're not going now because of basically, with my mom, she has to see her patients, basically. She's a nurse midwife, and so she can't be, like, gone from the country for that long. But, I mean, I don't know if they would lock down domestic travel, but, I mean, if they do, that's just... so much money lost in so many places. And I mean, you saw today with 50 billion being added to
the relief fund.
yeah, I was going to say
Yeah.
the relief for airport companies and
Yeah.
basically so. But I mean, even that though, that might not be enough, and so
Yeah.
that's just the start, basically, is what I think. But it could get a lot. It's definitely going to get a lot worse. I hope it doesn't, but I mean, you can spread it so easily by not knowing it all.
Yeah.
It was who was it? Donovan Mitchell saying he's asymptomatic, right? Where you don't have symptoms.
Okay.
And so, yeah, he said he could walk down the street like a normal person and just be spreading it to everybody and not have an idea.
And then the next person could be the one that actually gets sick from it.
Exactly. Like they're just trying to control the spread right now, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Because
I think a big I think this is a big wake up call to, you know how it all started?
Wasn't it bad fish in Wuhan?
It was a bat that gave it to another animal or something. But it's basically from a thing called wet markets, basically where they have a bunch of animals like stacked up on cages, and so when those animals start like mixing fluids with each other and stuff like that, it could like create something that can basically transmit it to a human.
Mm-hmm.
And so the same thing happened in 2016. And
With
so the H1N1.
Oh yeah.
Or no, not H1. 2003. My bad. I feel like Joe Biden right there was misinformation. But no, it was 2003. It was called SARS, and basically the same thing happened, but I don't think it killed much Americans or any at all.
Mm-hmm.
But it happened from a wet market.
Huh.
And so, but
yeah, I mean, I don't know, it's kind of crazy to me as well how China has kind of basically not controlled it basically at all. I mean, the breakout started there. They didn't lock any travel down. I mean, it got to the U.S. from SeaTac in Washington, so...
Did you see Wuhan, as of this morning, like going back to their jobs and stuff?
Really?
Like, it's actually like becoming like a city now again.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez. I mean, it's still super dangerous, though.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you go to a grocery store here, I mean, nobody has toilet paper, basically. I mean, there's like a couple stores that have it, but I mean, Albertsons, Costco, even Sherman's had no toilet paper, and it's just crazy that everyone is...
I don't get why, though. Why toilet?
I know, like, it's dangerous, but it's not... It's not that bad. You know, like, I was going to say, more people have died from the flu this year, correct, than corona, right?
Yeah, they do have numbers to back that up, though, like, because it is starting, and it's already killed so many, and like the percentage-wise of stuff, and so it is a dangerous virus, but yeah, some of the stuff is just blown out.
Yeah, of proportion.
Yeah. What do you wish you got out of high school?
I wish there were... I mean, I know you can't do this because it's like college, basically, but sort of more dedicated classes to the field you're going into is basically what I think, because most of the stuff is pretty general, basically, that you do. Like, you take a science class, chemistry, or whatever, and I mean, yeah, you'll need that if you want to do something in that field, but I mean, if you don't, it's basically... you're never going to use it again for some of it, but...
Yeah. Do you have any, like, big dreams that you would like to accomplish in a lifetime? I mean, like, I know there's dreams where you can be totally unrealistic.
I know.
But, like, some realistic, like, actually goals that you would like to accomplish.
Probably just be living comfortably by probably 30 is what I'd like.
Yeah.
Not have to worry about the small costs of things, basically. Not insanely rich or anything, just comfortably. I don't want to have to worry
like
about
financially
things.
free.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And just not have to worry about things. So.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, I want to be around the same. You know, obviously I have family in mind, like a strong family. Especially something that I necessarily didn't have like a strong family. I'd really like to have, you know, mom, dad, not like I'm a split go buddy with some other girl, and like I kind of actually want like a mom, dad, like, you know what I mean. That's the biggest thing for me, and that's what kind of drives me, is knowing that I want to be able to like create something for the next generation, also live financially free,
Yeah.
and basically have that next generation be just as good as our generation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's cool. How's college?
I'm not going to college.
You're not?
No.
No? Okay.
Strictly on the business.
Dude, that's nice.
Yeah, it's definitely a big
Kind of step, basically.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
huge step. I mean, you
crazy.
literally stepped from being a baby.
Yeah, I mean,
just,
they do baby you in high school. It's crazy.
Just,
I mean,
right. But I would suggest for you, oh man, just meeting as many people as you can. Like, that's what I did when I was in high school even. Like I was telling Mitchell yesterday, I had 5 Fs when I was a senior.
Really?
Yeah, and I did not care for school. I still had to pass all my classes. I still graduated.
Yeah, exactly.
I got them up. But at the beginning of the year, I did have 5 Fs, but I focused most of my time outside of school.
Yeah, exactly. Which, like, I mean, obviously benefited you a lot more.
Yeah, and I think definitely like meeting people that can help you, because there's so many people out there that will help you. Like, there's a lot of shitty people out there.
Yeah.
But there's so many people that would help you. Just like being young, and they'll take you under, they'll show you the ropes. So
yeah, which that's probably, I mean, I'm gonna put my resume in for an on-call person at Edward Jones, because I think it'd be cool to see what they do, what they trade with, maybe. But yeah, it'll be an interesting experience. I think I'll like it though.
Yeah, definitely. When are you thinking about doing that?
When school's out, basically.
Okay.
So just for this summer, and then probably with college, because I'll have a more flexible schedule and everything. But yeah, we'll see how it goes and everything. But
do you have any like side hustles?
No, not right now. I mean, other than not other than stocks. But I mean, I used to sell Supreme clothing, like backpacks and like Yeezys and stuff like that. But I mean, you can make good money doing that, actually. But I mean, it's really, you got to be super careful not to get something fake or something, because people will like see that and then comment, "Oh, that fake everything," and then.
Do you have to like give them a paper that like shows authenticity or something like that?
Well, basically, what I did was I would screenshot my order confirmations, and then I would also leave like my receipt in the box for the shoes or backpack or shirt or whatever.
Yeah.
But just to like let them know that I'm not trying to pull anything at all, because
I was kind of like the opposite of you. My freshman year, I wholesaled fake jerseys from China. And because I had an Instagram called King Mixes, remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I had a following on there, and I noticed a lot of them were like either Cavs or like Curry fans or something like that.
Yeah.
So I got a bunch of like LeBron and like Kyrie jerseys for like dirt cheap. Like they were like $30 a piece, and you can sell them for like $100.
I was gonna, jerseys are so expensive too. It's crazy how much money people will pay for a jersey.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
that's crazy.
I quickly got out of it just because right when I started getting into it, there's a series on Netflix that started to emerge that was like cops shutting down counterfeited people, and so it kind of scared. It kind of scared me.
Yeah, because that is a little scary. I mean,
yeah. And because I wasn't old enough. I think my grandma had to help me actually put in, because I had to wire money to this guy from China to like send it to me. Yeah, so it was like pretty.
That's a little sketchy.
And I just got my job at McDonald's like my I think it was like my sophomore year or something like that, and I go up to Winco and I start wiring some money to this guy in China that I don't even know.
Wow.
And so,
jeez.
but yeah, I think everybody should have like somewhat of a high. Side hustle.
I mean, yeah, it's definitely nice for money and everything. I mean,
and I feel like it gets you prepared to what you're going to be doing, because the people that are getting out of high school, let's say they're going into a business class in college, but have never even messed around with business at all.
Sold anything, or it's, I don't know. It's kind of, it's hard, I think, basically. It's a lot easier over the internet, obviously, just emailing someone. But, I mean, face to face, I haven't sold that much stuff, but mostly over the internet.
And it gives you time to, like, fall on your face, get back up, do it again. Like, that's the whole point of the game, like, is to fail so many, just fail as many times as you can. And,
exactly.
But most of these people that are going into like these for business college or whatever, they never done anything. I mean, I feel like they just go to college. I hate when people say they go to college for the experience.
I know it does not.
You can get an
make sense.
experience out of some seminar in Boise or something like that. You know,
Exactly.
like you shouldn't be going to college for experience.
Partying or something.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like I'm basically going there. I mean, strictly for business.
And yours is only 3 months.
No, that's for the asset manager.
Okay.
That's so bachelor's, so 4.
4. Okay.
4, yeah.
And at LC too, so you get some like. Is it gonna be like basically free? Because don't you have that? Don't they give Clarkson kids like some grant money or something?
I mean, no, my sister didn't get any.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, hers was full price, so we'll see how mine is.
Yeah, yeah.
But I mean, yeah, my dad's retired now, so he doesn't really have like an income. So I might file them under him.
Oh, that'd be smart.
I don't know if that we have to still ask our like accountant about it, but I mean, it would save us a lot of money because college is really expensive, even for a smaller place like LC. It's still pretty expensive.
Have you seen the emerge of some of these online companies acting as colleges? Kind of like what's it called, Masterclass. Have you seen any ads on those?
I don't think so.
Where they literally have like
seminars, kind of
like a webinar. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
mean, I've seen things like that for like trading and everything. Like, come to my trading class, trade live with me.
Yeah.
Is it kind of like that basically, but for normal business?
It's they like everybody has their own, but there is like a thing called Masterclass where you can like actually like they have different classes. It's like college online kind of in a way, but actually from professionals that have perfected that certain craft.
Okay.
The big thing with me was like somebody goes to school to become a teacher. But like the people when you get in the real world, like let's say me as a business owner, like the person that's teaching business is not necessarily gone through the struggles of some successful business.
Exactly. Like, I mean, yeah, if you want to teach business or something, you should definitely have a background if you ran one or were assisted in one.
Most of them don't do it because they're so successful in their business and they don't have time to teach. But you can find people out there that will have time for you to teach you and stuff like that.
Wow.
But yeah, I've seen a rise of stuff like that lately. I'm wondering if someday it's going to take over.
I know, which a lot of people now, which I think is good, is not needing college for everything. I mean, for what I want to go into, I kind of have to have it. If you don't really have schooling, they're not going to really look at you or anything. Exactly. And so I need it, basically. That's why I'm doing it. But yeah, if I don't know. I wanted to do something with IT before I started trading stocks, but I mean, now I couldn't see myself doing anything else. So,
how many phases do you think you went through to actually get where you're like focused on one thing now?
I mean, it took a lot. I used to hang out with I still hang out with my friends quite a bit, but not nearly as much as I used to. Because
is it because you're more focused now?
Yeah, I think so. Basically, I know I'm like focusing on high school, just getting through it, honestly, because that's just the hardest part. Because, I mean, senior year, most people's classes are super easy.
Yeah.
Like, I only have, like, English and government, and that's it. That's basically all the important classes I'm taking, so.
Yeah.
It's mainly just going and getting through it, basically.
Yeah, I did not like senior year.
No, I mean, it's that. Like, I used to really, really hate school until about my junior year.
Okay.
To when I started looking at it, like, kind of different, basically. Like, you have to be here for what you want to do. Just might as well do it.
Right?
Right? Like, I know every parent says that, like, oh, you're already here, just do it. But, I mean, I just kind of started thinking like that, basically. And that, I mean, yeah, you're here. Might as well just do it, honestly.
Do it, yeah. And I mean, most of the stuff you probably don't even have to take home and do homework.
Exactly. Like, anymore, I don't think I've done homework this year because I have, like, a free hour, and so I just use my time fairly wisely in there and do it. But, yeah.
For sure. Yeah, I had math first hour, so I would always fall asleep. And, I mean, It was my nap time, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, we start even earlier now. It's 7:50
Really?
or 55. Yeah, so
Why
only
the
5
5? Why the 5 minutes?
I don't know. I think just to push the day out for longer. I think.
Is he trying to like make it so you can get done with school earlier by cutting off like a day with 5 minutes?
I think so. I don't know, honestly.
Huh.
But yeah, this year it took me like 2 weeks basically to get to class on time because for the past 3 years I've like trained myself to leave by like 7:53 and then be at the school.
They don't have 0 hours anymore, do they?
I don't think so. No.
Because I think the last
Yeah,
0
there's
hours,
so many hours, so
Yeah.
like you don't even need it anymore with the 8-period schedule.
yeah, I think the last 0 hour was when I was a junior.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, which I could not do that
yeah.
at all. Oh my gosh.
I was gonna do it because I did not like my math teacher and I would have rather wake up and go to Mr. Adams.
Oh,
I
yeah.
never had Mr. Adams as a math teacher.
I know, me neither.
Really?
I've never had him. He's my advisory teacher, and
Mhm.
I love the guy, but I wish I would have had him like as a normal teacher because people say he's like a great math teacher.
Yeah,
And so I wish I would have learned from him.
me too.
but-
My mom had him, and
Really?
I wish I
Oh,
would have
that's
had him
cool.
as well. But
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's retiring after this year.
jeez, he's not gonna go for another tennis year.
No, yeah, he said, which I mean, he said basically it just goes by in a blur with
Yeah.
boys and girls games and practice every single day, 2 practices every single day after school. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't blame him. I wouldn't really want to be running around on my last year. I feel like I'd want to enjoy it, kind of.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Have you thought of branding yourself?
I mean, yes and no. I don't really have like that much to like brand, you know?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
get what I'm
definitely.
saying? I
Mhm.
mean, yeah, like I mean, I've made like a trademark for like pictures and stuff, so people can't like steal my photos and everything.
Yeah.
But other than that, no, not really. I haven't really.
Would
thought
you
of
ever
it.
want to brand like you've seen those people where they're like join my course or of stocks? Would
Yeah.
you ever want to do something like once you learn it, basically turn around and try to
teach other people?
yeah.
I mean, I think that's really cool. Definitely kind of giving back
Mhm.
to people. It just depends on how you do it, I
Mhm.
think, because
Or what state you are. Or,
a lot of those people are like kind of looked about not as well, you know?
Mhm.
Like, oh, join my course. You see a lot of like
Scammy
scam
ones.
Forex traders on Instagram like messaging you saying, "Oh, I'll turn 500 into 1,000 overnight." And
Yeah.
I'm just like, "What are you trading on?"
yeah.
He's like, "Oh, just Forex." I'm like, "No, but like, what are you trading though?"
Uh-huh.
And he couldn't answer my question. And it's just some guy with some fake followers on Instagram
Yeah.
messaging people
Mhm.
and has all these fake posts of people saying, "Oh, he won me money and everything." And
How many do you think that they actually get people off of those? I feel like they have to if they
I
keep
know,
doing
that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like they wouldn't waste their time and do it and
Mhm.
not get something out of it.
it.
But
I'm wondering if like they have to totally remove the account and then make a new one once it
after,
happens.
after they get someone,
Mhm.
because I mean, I'm sure it can't be that expensive to get like 5,000 Instagram
Oh
followers or
no,
something.
it's like probably like $100 or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I mean, that's a small fee
Mhm.
to run a little scam operation like that for a while until you get taken down, basically.
Yeah, I'm wondering how they once someone gets scammed, what goes through their head.
I know, exactly. I mean,
So I actually got scammed one time on Xbox Live. So I was super into the 2K games. Like I would honestly, no joke. So I worked at McDonald's 4 years from freshman to senior year basically.
Yeah.
And I spent a lot of my money on 2K. No
Really?
joke. I probably spent like $1,500 on 2K.
what do you like? Do you buy like new players?
Basically, you can buy builds. So like you create archetypes to basically. So like it's really fucking weird. But
I don't really play like that many sports games. Basically.
yeah. So like basically you make a character, but let's say you want him to be a dunker, but you also want him to be a little crafty, so you want him to like dribble a
Oh,
little
so you
bit.
like basically make your person?
There's so many different archetypes though that it's like, oh, I get bored of this one. I want to go to a different archetype.
Yeah.
So,
Huh.
but yeah, I mean, I spent so much. But anyways, there was on the marketplace, some guy was like, here's my account. I have this build, whatever, $40 or something like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, no way. I was like, dude, he's a high rank and stuff. And I don't know what I was thinking, but he's like,
it just looks like a good deal at the time. Like, you're like, oh, okay, that's not that bad. Like, people, you get more respect for people, I think, online. And a lot of people are just so shitty and will just.
I know. And I talked to him. I had because I was like, I'm not going to pay him up front. So I talked to him a little bit, seeing if I just vibed with him a little bit. And he seemed like a good guy. He's like, yeah, man, he's like, I'm not gonna play Xbox anymore. I just don't want my account anymore. So you can have
You're
it.
like, okay, sounds like a reasonable excuse, right?
Yeah. So I drove down to Walmart, got a Xbox card or something like that. And I told him the code and everything. He's like, all right, sweet, man. And then he just goes, you got scammed, and left. And I was like, the guy scammed me and then had the audacity
say you got scammed.
After that, I just awarded him. I was like, all right,
you got me, bro.
He checkmated me.
Yeah, I saw this little tiny like iPhone gimbal on Instagram on an Instagram ad, which was already a dumb idea.
Yeah.
And it was like $33, I'm pretty sure. And it was from China, so I'm like, okay, it's not that much. Like, what's the worst that can happen?
Yeah.
And it looks like a nice gimbal. I did some research, some people did some reviews on it, and it seemed decently like people were actually using it, basically. Yeah. And then like a month later, it gets to my house, and it's literally just a piece of junk selfie stick. It came in this little tiny bag, and I'm like, I already knew when I saw the bag, because my mom was like, what is this? And I'm like, oh my god. I was so mad, basically.
Gosh,
and I mean, I still haven't got the money back for it.
See, there's so many people out there that get scammed, but it's like, just like you and me, like, it's happened to us. But
it happens.
But it's just when you become like, oh man, it looks like a good deal, and it's like the time of it's like the right time, basically.
Exactly, right place, right time. Yeah. It works out, and you're like, oh, all right, maybe I'll try it.
It's like oh, this is meant to be, or something like that.
Exactly.
And then you keep like like your brain's all like going all weird, and you're like, oh, maybe it is actually like meant to be, and then you just do it. That's what happened to me, and then
you're like, wow, I really got lucky with this guy selling getting off Xbox. That's funny though.
But I don't know. I feel like a lot of people get scammed. What do you think, more on Instagram or?
I mean, yeah, there are a lot of phony ads on Instagram. Like just really poor put together ads that are really just awfully made, and they're just trying to sell like a real nice product, and you're like, I don't know, like you see how much it is, basically.
I feel like it really dogs the market for the people that are actually trying to
sell things.
Sell things,
exactly. Because they look at stuff on Instagram and be like, oh no, don't buy it. Don't buy anything off there, it's junk. And people that like sell anything off Instagram,
like good things.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sure there are pages where they have like auctions or stuff. I know I came up on the Instagram one time, a guy would auction off Legos. Like Lego like little people figurines on Instagram Live, and people would bid in the comments and everything.
Really?
Yeah, it was crazy.
Wonder if someone ever bidded and then like never paid him.
Well, you have to be verified though to bid. Like I think you have to put in 10 first if you want to bid.
Oh, weird.
But a lot of the Lego things were going for like $40-$50 a piece, and they're just little tiny figurines. I'm just like, this is crazy. This kid's making a ton of money.
Dip them in gold or something?
I think he customizes them or something. But yeah, people were going nuts for it. I was in the chat. I was like, what is this? I got kicked out when I said that, but because I wasn't bidding. So
wait, they'll kick you out of the Instagram Live?
Yeah.
You can kick people out of Instagram Lives?
Or block them.
You just block them?
I think. I've never gone live on Instagram before.
Weird.
Yeah. So. But yeah, there's a lot of niche markets that people are like just tapping into now. I think. But.
There's a lot of young kids that just will sell something on Shopify and just blow up. It's crazy.
I mean, yeah, I don't use Shopify really. Is that like eBay kind of?
Shopify is just a platform where people sell on.
Okay.
And so like you make your website on there.
Oh, okay.
But you know e-commerce, right?
No.
Like so e-commerce is just where you create a store and then you sell some thing from China to somebody.
Oh, so like drop shipping kind of?
Drop shipping, yeah,
Okay,
exactly like drop shipping.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, there's some kids on there that will just put a little bit of money in it when they're 16 and just blow up. It's
I mean, yeah, it's crazy. You get one thing that people start like giving you good reviews on, you're gonna get a shout out from like
Yeah.
a YouTuber or something. I mean, your business, you're gonna blow up. It's crazy.
And I think the big thing with all that drop shipping stuff is a lot of people will flex like hard about like, oh, I created this store in 2 days and I got $100,000 out of it.
Exactly.
And then everybody and their mom will try it and fail it, but
exactly, because they think it's so easy, basically. But I mean, I see a lot of those things on Instagram where they're like, I can teach you how to get a product, pick your market, and everything. It was like one of the Forex traders.
I actually bought a course. It was like $200. And
really?
It was. I mean, the course was kind of good. I mean,
really?
if you ever want to look at it, let me know. But
what was it on?
It was on drop shipping,
Oh,
and he basically took you step by step everything.
Really?
And so, and he gives you 2 winning products a month, but can be pretty washed out with. I don't know how many people are in his course. So
yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
So I mean, we can all do one item and totally screw each other up. But
exactly, yeah.
But it's hard to find
the right product that people are gonna like and everything, and yeah, it's just hard to keep inventory of it, basically. But
yeah, all that inventory
is
you don't
from
you don't even have to touch
from
it.
China, but
it's crazy stuff. But I mean, I've tried it. Didn't go very well.
What'd you sell?
I had a store called, I think it was Sunrise Jewels, and I was selling jewelry.
Okay.
And I basically just copied and pasted this person that had the exact. I literally that's what drop shippers do.
No, they copy, literally just copy.
Yeah, it's crazy what people do. They'll just literally just be like, oh, that's kind of cool. Make the exact same thing, and sometimes they'll end up beating them, which is crazy. But
that is cool.
But yeah, I mean, drop shipping's a whole nother game too. But it's so flooded with a bunch of people.
Exactly, and yeah, I mean, it's like kind of scummy. I think, like, because you don't touch it at all, basically, and so you don't have to have the worries about an actual, like, business, like a building business, brick and mortar store where people come in and everything. You just can do it
and
from
some
your
of
home.
those products that you like you said, no, you don't touch them at all.
Yeah.
But some of the products are so crappy that you send to the people and they're like, what the fuck's this? And then they give you bad reviews, and I mean, and then it turns them off to ever buying anything
something
on Facebook.
like that, or off Instagram ever again, basically, because they had a bad experience.
My mom bought it was snowing, and it was like a scraper, but the scraper was in a circle, and so I was trying to scrape my car with it, and it was off a Shopify store.
Yeah.
And it took like, I right when she ordered it, she's like, look what I ordered. I'm like, Mom, it's going to take like 2 months to get here. And so I was scraping my car with it, and it was a circle, like, and so I was like,
how do I?
I was like, how do I? And so I don't know what the hell, it's just sitting in the back of my car still, but just some of those little things, and I think it's more targeted towards like moms or old people.
People that don't know about it, basically, because I mean, I look at, like, my mom will show me something on Instagram because she's fairly new to Instagram, be like, oh, look at this really cool thing, and I'm like, Mom, it is junk. Do not buy that. Like, don't buy that.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, it's
going to be cool to see where the market goes with drop shipping from like our generation.
Exactly.
Going up to
if they implement like more restrictions too, which I think would be nice, kind of, because you could get literally the same thing that they're selling for like half the price or something. But that's just me. That's what I think about it. But
yeah, definitely.
I mean, it is a good way to make money. It is a good opportunity for sure. But
yeah, definitely. Well, do you have any other advice that you would give people in high school? Like, the main point of this podcast I want to keep it with is basically understanding your journey and how to get you to a level you want to be at. And
I'd probably say that just do good in school. Not good, just pass your classes. Just like, and shoot like a little bit higher. Maybe you'll get like all B's this semester, right? Like, that's pretty good. I mean, just make goals for yourself. Little goals that you hit, and then
even if it's not in like high school, like make goals
for anything
for yourself. In
I
general.
think that's a really good thing.
Like for
a healthy
me,
thing to do.
Yeah, for me when I had that Instagram page, it was like, okay, my goals are I'm gonna post 3 videos a week.
Yeah, exactly.
And so, but yeah, just set goals for, like you were saying, set goals for yourself and actually follow them, because you're your own enemy.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, you can just get pent up against yourself too, and so upset at yourself. But I think having goals are a good positive mindset thing, basically. And that's what I think. I'm huge on positive mindset. If you think positive, if you think happy, you'll be happy, which I know obviously isn't the case and everything, but I mean, that's kind of how I was. I mean, I used to be like underweight and depressed and basically hated school, didn't like going or anything, and then I just started looking at it differently, basically.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, if you're gonna be here, at least make it the best that you can make it, basically. That's what I thought of it. But
yeah, definitely. There's some truth to that, especially like if you want something to happen, you have to always think about it, and you have to always bring it up. Like, I don't know if you do this, but wherever I go, I will always tell people exactly what I do, or like what I want to do. So like, hey, my name's Bryce. I have a media business with my buddy.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's the biggest thing, because the next time you meet that person, they're like, hey, that's Bryce. They have a media business with my buddy.
Exactly.
But if you really want something to like go away out of your mind, you never think about it. You never like bring it up, and then it just disappears.
Exactly.
Eventually.
And that's just goes back to goals too. It's good to set things to think about, basically, and positive things. But yeah, I think that's a huge thing, especially with depression nowadays, how it's gotten so much worse in the history, basically.
Oh, we have it worse than our parents because of all social media stuff.
Yeah, that's basically killer too, social media. But yeah, I mean, also big thing, don't care about what other people think. Who cares? Like, there's so many people out there, just who cares?
Surround yourself with good people.
Yeah, that's
why I was asking you about like friendships. I was wondering if like you've kept mostly the same friends.
Basically,
That's actually pretty good. Like, I don't know a lot of people that have kept the same friends, because people over time just change.
Exactly.
That's human.
And change into different types of people and everything. But I mean, yeah, we were pretty good kids younger. I mean, we still are now, but I mean, we like to have fun and everything. But
yeah, for sure.
Not too much, right? We still focus on what we need to focus on, right?
Yeah, definitely. There's always a time and there's a place.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
It's like, that's such an old quote.
No, but it's really true though.
Yeah,
it's like in certain quantities, basically in proportion.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Proportion.
But yeah, thanks for joining me. And
yeah, of course, dude. It's fun. It's kind of weird with the whole setup and everything. I've never done this, but it's kind of cool though. I like it.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to have you on when you go a little further in your journey. And
maybe halfway through college or something.
That would be good. See where you're at.
See how it's different from high school as well, because I mean, my girlfriend's in college and says it's just dramatically better, basically, with more freedom and everything on your classes as well.
I bet. You think you'll meet new people that will exponentially change your life in college, or what do you think?
I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of like a little antisocial. Like, I don't really go out of my way to say hi to a bunch of people. Like, I'll say hi to my friends and everything, but I just am not like super outgoing, really.
Okay.
I guess, I don't know. I don't talk to a lot of people that much that I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not just going to be like, oh, hey, I'm Jack, how are you, basically. But yeah, I'm kind of shy that way a little bit. But
how I see it is, if you bring humor into the first like interaction, it makes it so much easier.
Yeah, it does. It really does.
Like, it could just be something like so stupid. Like, you're seeing someone walk past and you're like, hey man, your sock's untied.
Exactly.
And then you're like, oh man, you got me. And you're like, yeah, I'm Bryce. What's your name?
Yeah, exactly. And that's, comedy's for sure a good way to make friends as well.
Oh yeah.
Make people laugh. People love laughing, dude.
Oh yeah.
It's a good medicine.
Definitely.
I know it's real old, but it makes people happy.
Yeah. Well, thanks again for coming on. Really appreciate it.
Of course, dude.
Yeah.
Anytime.
All right. Well, that concludes our very first podcast with Jack Hedrick.